May all beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be apart from the supreme bliss which is free of all suffering. May all beings live in great equanimity, free from the attachment and aversions that keep some close and other distant. May all beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be apart from the supreme bliss which is free of all suffering. May all beings live in great equanimity, free from the attachment and aversions that keep some close and other distant. May all beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be apart from the supreme bliss which is free of all suffering. May all beings live in great equanimity, free from the attachment and aversions that keep some close and other distant. All right, so we're going continuously the rest part. So the address, the address from my heart, the drops from my heart. This teaching we division into there's three great outlines, which is the virtues of a beginning, the virtues of a main part, the virtues of the end conclusion. So we having gone the first part, the virtues of the beginning. Now we are on the second stage, the virtues of a main part. So these virtues of a main part, again, we can divide into the another two stages, the stages of generality and the stages of the particular detailment explanations. So we haven't gone the first part of general stage. So now we are on second stage, the particular, the detailment explanation. So this second, the detailment, particular explanation stage, again, we can divide into there's another two stages, which is the external common ordinary preliminary stage, internal uncommon extraordinary preliminary stage. Oh, we haven't gone actually both. The first one, the preliminary stage is gone. Now we are going on the actual stage. So the actual stages, particularly here, we just going on of last the three, the we call, which means is the highest Mahayoga Tantra stage, and usually, as mentioned to you, Tantra could be division into this four classes, which is the Kriya Tantra, Upatantra, Yoga Tantra, and Mahayoga Tantra. That is for the Tantra classes. And then sometimes we can divide into six classes. That means is the outer three and the internal three. Again, is the external three is the Kriya Tantra, Upatantra, Yoga Tantra, and the internal three is Father Tantra, Mother Tantra, and the Yunnan Tantra. That's the six. And then usually as the old translation school class, the division in Buddha's all the teachings and briefly the 9 vehicles, the 9 yanas, which means is the Hirayana, solitary yana, and the Mahayana Sutra. These three is the from the sub-school. And then it's the another 3 is the internal, which is again Kriya Tantra, Upa Tantra, Yoga Tantra. And then the last 3 is the high school Tantra, which means is the generation stage of the Mahayoga Tantra, compilation stage of Ani Yoga Tantra, and the union stage of Ati Yoga Tantra. There's 3. So this is the 9 vehicle. So the last 3, we mentioned the first one, the generation stage according to the of Mahayoga. And also we mentioned we're going on the second stage, the compilation stage of the Ani Yoga teaching. So this, as I mentioned to you, most of these words from the verse of the 18th. If you can generate bliss, clarity, and non-thought as means of sport through the techniques of breathing and adopting physical postures, you will come to master the illusory body of clear light. So now the master the illusory body of a clear light, which means is, as I mentioned you, when because this the compilation stage, there's 2 parts depend on one's own Vajra body, and this practice, the compilation stage, depend to the other's body or depend to each other's. There's 2 ways. So anyway, if it depends on one's own Vajra body alone without consort, and then it's the practice meditation on the heat yoga or Chandali yoga or Bindu yoga, essence yoga, energy yoga, channel yoga by yourself alone, with of the red motivation on top of the refugee vow prayer, a generation bodhicitta prayer, cultivation mantra of enlightenment, and then is on take refuge on Lama Yidam, Daga, and Draganis, and then is received the empowerment. Tantra vow holders were having the blessings of Tantra, and then go and practice the physical sitting on the meditation, the red posture of Tantric, the mention of the physical yoga, the red postures. And then is holding the energy with, we said, the secret Vajra recitation. We say Vajra recitation means is not directly reciting mantra like chanting melody like, but indirectly only focus on the breathing. When you breathe like Om, Ah, Hum, the 3 recitations, and the reciting Om means is symbolization or representing to breathing in. And then is Ah is the symbolization or the representative about the holding the energies below the of your means is the lower belly, in the lower belly holding like bowl, like very holding. That means at the moment focus on the syllable natural sound, the Vajra mantra Ah. So when we breathing in is the Vajra speech, the focus on the natural sound Vajra of Om. That terms breathing in like the bow, the arrow, like how bow say like this, and then is a holding is the Ah is with the sound of and the lower belly is like this, is like bold, bold, holding there very strongly. As much possible, maybe some few 1 minutes or maybe 2 minutes, can be if gradually, and 3 minutes, 4 minutes if you are very practitioners of this kind of energy, then can longer and longer, can just means keeping the holding and the bowl like as a holding, and there and the lower belly is a pull and pushing and holding there. And then that moment is not just holding and you need to focus your energy when you're breathing in. That terms is just focus on the pure energy. It's a pure the air energy, the oxygens. When you're breathing in, that's the wisdom, compassion, the blessing, empowerment, initiations from breathing in. And then is this dissolving into when you're holding while the lower belly means is the three channels, they're connected to each other, Lalana, Rasana, center channel, and the bottom four length, the length of the four fingers below the of navel level in the center of your body is they're touching each other at the bottom of the right, left channel and the center channel, and that means is can be the holding the pure energies is dissolving. First breathing in from nostrils and through to the two channels, Lalana, Rasana, and finally in the bottom of the center channel is this breathing in, entering into the of center channel, and then is dissolved into the point in the center of your heart level in the center channel. Is there is Tigle, is some sphere light, special the visualize of and multicolor sphere light is there and dissolve in there continuously. So during this, while 1 minute, 2 minutes, how long as possible, if you can hold this energy and the lower belly in there holding. And then is when you need to breathing out. And that terms is transferring all of the abandonment object energies, or the polluted, the afflictive emotion energies, the dusty the energies, or the stance, or the obstacles, are all is transferred into of the brown color, the airs, like something with dryness, the airs just come out through the two set of the Lalana, Rasana, and through the nostrils or so on. So like this way, again and again, this is a normal regularly, how to make clean your body. Sometimes, as the 9 times, 3 times in the right nostrils, when breathing in and left nostril and holding, and then it's 1 minute, 2 minutes after, and then it's shooting through the red nostrils, and the first 3 times, one after another, one after another. First is a little bit strong and longer. Second is strong and short, and the third one is long but very smooth, very quietly, peacefully. That's 3. And then in the left side, opposite way, and breathing in the red nostrils and holding, and throughout left nostrils first 1, strong, long, and the second is short and strong, and the third one is this very smooth, peacefully and long breathe out. And then the third time is the both of nostrils equally. That means is representing breathing in the center channel. First 2 is left and red channels. So, and then this also is strong, long 1, and the second is middle, strong and short, and the third one is long and smooth as a breathing. So the 9 times, breathing. So, and then after this, and then continuously focus on this energy and do visualize yourself with the special the postures, also on the special the yoga exercise, but physically and verbally is reciting the mantra, energy mantra, the Vajra mantra, mention you Om Ahum, Om Ahum. Or when you're shooting out, that means Hong, the representing of the Hong. Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Ahum. So, and then gradually could be liberation to the notes of the center channel with 2 left and red channels. There's 21 notes in Brahmi. There's so many notes, but in Brahmi 21 notes. And these also in Brahmi, more Brahmi, and that's the 5 chakras. And crown chakra, throat chakra, crown of the great bliss chakra, and throat perfection of enjoyment chakra, and the heart level dharma chakra, navel level manifestation chakra. That's 4 chakras. And sometimes and the sexual organ is the sustaining bliss enjoyment chakra. But 5 chakra is as a normal The fourth chakra is as a normal regularly. It's a depend on one's own body alone, and then it's just fourth chakra. So anyway, the chakra means is Sanskrit language, but the petals of the channels, or the branches of the channels, the wheel of the channels. Why are raising the wheel of channels? Because the knots, the block, band, ted each other, the three channels, and then it's their secondary branches are raising. So that is, we say, chakra. So it's 32 crown chakra, 15, the 16 throat chakra, and the heart level is Dharma chakra is 8 branches, men, and the navel level is there's 64 chakras, and the sexual organ another 32 channels, the secondary branches are raising. So this is a chakra, we say chakra. So this chakra is also a nodes actually, as they have block band to the center channel between of the two Lalana and Rasana channels, so no open freely. So now we need to open this. That's the obscuration. These nodes is the obscuration of a channel. So now we must be liberate, open, or releasing about these nodes. So how can we release? How could we can liberate? How could we can opening? Is that so many methods? But this breathing I mentioned you, the Vajra recitation, Om Ahum, Om Ahum, so on. So this all is the special secret method to open your center channel. And then slowly, as mentioned you, very beginning is the breathing energy, the essence of the energy, all is flowing, depend to the most 80-90% in the left and the right channels, not much in the center channel. But then practice this meditation, going continuously compilation stage of this kind of meditate with the Bindu yoga, energy yoga, the channel yoga, physical yoga, or so on, and then slowly, you can control. I mentioned you in the center channel, both energy, the pure essence, and your thought concept could be as a non-conceptuality in the center channel. Then you will be experiencing more bliss, emptiness, bliss, clarity, the emptiness, the union of emptiness of blissness, experiencing the union of emptiness of clarity, and will be experiencing the emptiness of non-conceptuality. So why I'm saying emptiness, this is important. The only generation stage, if missing the emptiness, recognition, selflessness, self-emptiness, and then it's not perfect, your generation stage. And then only is emptiness, you focus, we will practice on the emptiness, but it's missing about of the apparent generosity, the stages of generation stage of the clarity. If you missing this, means method, missing the method, also not perfect. So therefore, if you can do practice with the union, the clarity and nature emptiness, the union bliss and emptiness, the union of non-conceptuality and emptiness. That's perfect, excellent of your generation stage and of the compilation stage. Both is very good, very perfect. So anyway, and then going continuously of this focus on this meditation, the compilation stage, very successfully, and then is a start arising, so your energies in light body comes, means these contaminated aggregates, solitude, the body is gradually will be dissolving into, you feel, you can vision on the mind, visionary energy is, so your perception is changed. Ordinary, the solitude object is transferring, the body contaminated aggregates is as a melting or dissolving into light, light. So the nature of the ground light of illusory clarity body, the body of illusory body, clarity body, maybe you can say. Like this, you can feel. Not only you feel, and finally, you can feel the solitude body, heaviness, or something is very lightning, very something, almost reflection of form, reflection, the form of emptiness, like this comes. So this person, finally, the achievement, accomplishment of this Vajra station, the yogi accomplished master can be through straight everywhere without so the distractions. So this is calling as the clarity, the what's it? Dilu the illusory body of clarity says. So this is the point here. Also, is the illusory body of a clear light means is you will come to master the illusory body of clarity, a clear light. So this has happened many. The stories in was the Chinese, the control in Tibet. So many masters, the yogis, yoginis, and highest realization of masters that take into the jail, and then is some is with the chain, some is lock, but is they just go out through straight because the mental, the illusory body, that's used, or sometimes the chains just on their table, just falling, because it doesn't work, because the illusory body is, so this is some many stories as was happened, So some is they go out illusorily and then come back when there comes the bodyguards or some anywhere. Then is there, and they're just on the bed, But and then other times just quietly and go out. Like this is also happened anywhere, illusory body. Especially here says illusory, the clear light body. Body of clear light. So this is depend on your body. And then also there's another of the compilation stage, the channel Bindu energy practice and the bliss emptiness, clarity emptiness, non-conceptuality emptiness. Also you can practice this dependent the supporting depend to the basis or rely on the other's body, means consort with the consort father and mother. The union practice also is the highest tantra. They have scaffold methods, good training, so many ways. So anyway, that's just a key point here, illusory body of the clear light. So it's right that you allow the perfection stage to, this means is mentioned, the first one is generation stage, the key point of the view. Actually it must be union, but it's the main practice is a generation stage, the 17th verse, 17th mentioned before. Means is the general stage of Mahayoga. So in this 18th verse is the compilation stage of Ani Yoga. So it is the right that you allow the perfection stage to penetrate your mind. Okay, now we go to the next stage, the third one, the union stage of Ati Yoga. The last one of the 9th vehicle, among 9 vehicles, so Ati Yoga. So Ati Yoga is the great perfection, Dzogpa Chenpo. Actually, these both here, the Ani Yoga, Mahayoga, Ani Yoga, Ati Yoga, both we say Dzogchen. Actually, because this is the heart essence lineage tradition, the old translation school, the lineage, not only point father tantra, mother tantra, union tantra, but we has to be the name we say generous Mahayoga, compilation stage Ani Yoga, union stage of Ati Yoga. So you see, so it's a more vast, more extensive the point, the view, the ground, the path, the meditation, and the contact and the result than other the lineage. So and therefore, but it's a great perfection, Dzogchen and Dzogpa Chenpo, perfection and great perfection. So the last one is great perfection, extremely, so the Ati Yoga, the top, the 9th one, Dzogpa Chenpo. So this great perfection, Dzogpa Chenpo, the lineage traditions, of course, from Buddha. Buddha's body divided into 3, Sampo the truth body, Dharmakaya, the enjoyment body, Sambhogakaya, the manifestation body, Nirmanakaya. That's the three. That's Buddha is embodiment actually of the three kayas. There's never ever separate any of Buddhas from any one of these three kayas. If Dharmakaya, then must be Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya. If Nirmanakaya, must be related to the Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya. There's no one, if miss one of these three, then not possible, other two. Means it's just aspect, three kayas, three bodies, but the nature is only one test, means Buddha, that's Buddha. So in this way, according to like this kind of tradition, heart essence lineage has the level, and then Shakyamuni Buddha Shakyamuni was Nirmanakaya, manifestation body. And then it's like Vajrasattva, for example, or 5 Buddha families or so on, this kind of Vajrapani or so on, or the Kalachakra or so on, this kind all is enjoyment body. And then is the original Buddha, which means is the Samantabhadra, truth body, Samantabhadri, so the truth body. So this kind is as the ground of the primordial pure Buddha, Dharmakaya. So in this way, this heart essence, the top of the 9 vehicles, the 9th vehicle, Ati Yoga tradition, the lineages, we need to start from Buddha Dharmakaya. From Dharmakaya is the Mand lineage transferred into Sambhogakaya. And then from Sambhogakaya is manifestation into Nirmanakaya. So there's a human body, one Nirmanakaya is the Garab Dorje. Is after Buddha Shakyamuni passed away the Paranirvana, and 264 years later, and then appears the Garab Dorje in the Odiyana country. And then he also went into India, nearby of Bodh Gaya, so on, and Garab Dorje as manifestation body. And then through Garab Dorje to Jampar Shinyan is Tibetan, but it's a Indian master, is Manjushri Maitreya, it's Nalanda master, Pandita. And then from Manjushri Maitreya through the Shirasangha. Shirasangha is from China. Actually, is the original is born from the China and Xi'an. So from Xi'an, he come to visit to in India to meet the Manjushri Maitreya in India. Then he received this Dzogchen, Dzogpa Chenpo, heart essence lineage from him. And Garab Dorje finally is completely enlightenment with the light body. It's become a light body. And then he give some special last after he enlightenment of light body and apparent his reflection of the light body in front of the of Maitreya Manjushri Maitreya and the Siksam Nadak, the last in protection of the Dzogchen. And then Shirasangha, when the Manjushri Maitreya pass away, Paranirvana means become transformed into of light body, and then it's Shirasangha receive this Gomnyam Tukpa. Gomnyam Tukpa is this 6 XP Gomnyam Tukpa, the vision, meditation vision of the 6 meditation visions or something like this. I don't know perfect translation or not. Anyway, so from Manjushri Maitreya, and then Shirasangha also passed away. Means his enlightenment in rainbow light, his body, and then as his reflection body apparent to the Jnana Sutra, is Indian master Jnana Sutra, Dzogpa Chenpo Jnana Sutra, and then is transference of this essential, the lineage to him is the Mangak Zeru Dumba. Shirasangha's the oral instruction, Nil Mangak Zeru Dumba. 7 nails of instruction. Or instruction, something like this, special, the final Peter instruction, essential of this lineage, transfer him to him the Dzogpa Chenpo, great perfection Dzogpa Chenpo. The Shirasangha then passed away. And then this Janasta also finally become enlightenment of Rambolet. And then his appearance also, his reflection of the body towards his disciple of Bimalamita. Bimalamita is from Indian Pandita master Bimalamita. And then Bimalamita finally he become an achievement immortality life, not transferred into rainbow light, but he become achievement enlightenment of a rainbow body. That means his achievement the overcoming of the death, the controlling the overcoming of the death, immortality life, like Guru Padmasambhava, same. So there's never ever have no death comes, so there's no change in the age. So if they want to keep continuously as much they want. So therefore, as a Bimalamita remains placed in the China of the Manjushri's holy place, the five-peaked mountain of Manjushri's holy place, always there. Still, we believe he remains there. Like Guru Padmasambhava, we believe still this rainbow body is remaining in the of Langapuri center, the copper column mountain of Lotus Palace, the light of Lotus Palace. But Bimalamita his rainbow body is always remaining in the five-peaked mountain of Manjushri's place in Wutashan in China. Only his manifestation, reincarnation comes to just manifested in Tibet once after 100 years, each 100 years, But Bimala is there. So anyway, and then when Guru Padmasambhava, Bimalamita invited into Tibet, Dharma King Tashon Debsin, and then they bring this lineage, Dzogpa Chenpo lineage, the heart essence lineage. One is Bima Nyingtik, is because Bimalamita, true, and the Bima lineage is Bima Nyingtik, heart essence of Bima Nyingtik. And the heart essence of Pema Nyingtik is Pema Joni, is Guru Rinpoche's from Kanto Nyingtik or Pema Nyingtik. So these two, both we can divide into two lineages, one long lineage, Karma, and short lineage, Dharma. So it's a long lineage. Karma is from, mention you first Buddha Samantabhadra, and master to master continuously till reach of the Guru Rinpoche and the Bimalamita, bring into Tibet. So between there is the long lineage of Karma. And then short lineage of Dharma, Dzogpa Chenpo, after Guru Rinpoche and Bimalamita and Beda of Berochana, translator, great Sanskrit translator of Tibetan master Berochana, when they completed this teaching, there's three, we're talking the last three, the Dzogchen, and the ninth one as the great perfection of Dzogpa Chenpo teaching, and then is bearing this all the teachings as the text, the oral instructions, the point of the essential of the meaning, all is a heading, bearing means is the covering, so Dharma means the treasure for future. So, and then is when who found this treasure and the discoverer of the treasure masters, when they found of this country, some is from rock, from lake, from the statues, from stupas, from temples, from ground, from space, even from heart treasure, mount treasure. We mentioned this. We also, as mentioned, Gyabjin Jigmen Phuntsol Rinpoche is actually, he is the reincarnation discoverer treasure of Derton Lirab Lingpa. So that's why even he is keeping his conduct is on of a fully ordained monk. Khenpo Jigmen Phuntsol is very, but it's the natural quality is the discoverer treasure master. So therefore, is many times automatically or natural spontaneously fond of the treasures coming. There's so many. If you read his story, then you can understand. We cannot speak all short time. But anyway, so that meant mount treasure also from the heading and was in the mount. So it's bearing in the mount, the nature mount of Buddha, the Guru Rinpoche's miracle power or blessings or so on. So anyway, it's this lineage from Bimalamita, Guru Padmasambhava, Berochana, and continuously, and the Matok Rinchen, Nyangwan Tangzhen Zangbo, so many, just so many, and then is finally is a Longchenpa, from the Kumaransa, and then Longchenpa, then Jigme Lingpa, and then continuously this lineage men the root of the herring lineage, we can say, Mand lineage, symbolic lineage, and the herring lineage. From Buddha Samantabhadra and two of Garab Dorje, between there is the from Buddha Samantabhadra, two of 5 Buddha families is the Mand lineage. And from Buddha Sambhogakaya and 2 in the Nirmanakaya, like Garab Dorje, and then is the Gurupamma Sambhava, tale of Khandro Yish Tsorje, or so on. Between there is Bimalamita, those or is the symbolic lineage of Vidyadhara. And then is from Pamma Sambhava, Khandro Yish Tsorje, Berochana, Bimalamita to continuously master to master, in ear to ear passing, as a whisper, the lineage, or we can say herring lineage. Say individual, the herring lineage of individual herring lineage, something like this. So this is master to master through continuously from Jigme Lingpa to Jigme Gyalvinyuko, and then Patrul Rinpoche Ordin Jigme Chujin Wangpo, Patrul Rinpoche to Nyoshin Khenpo Longtok Tambinyama, and then is Longtok Tambinyama to Khenpo Ngakchong, Katok Khenpo Ngakchong, Ngawon Palsang, and transferring this lineage to, especially is there for one of the great the 4th Shaksa Rinpoche. The 4th Shaksa Truku Pema Trinli Jamso is the brother of the 2nd Jamtru Rinpoche, Pema Nansar Dorje. So he passed away as the 1959, the Shaksa Rinpoche. His brother Jamtru Rinpoche passed away in 1960. His brother is passed away in 1959. So anyway, from this 4th Shaksa Truku, this lineage transferred into his hard disciple. One is my first root guru, is the Lama Yeshe Onshuk, Namjur the yogi, Zopa Chenpo, the Mahasiddhi of Namjur Yeshe Onshuk. So I was received this after 3 times complete 500,000 preliminary practices with him, and then he introduced to us the hearing the lineage transmissions from him, and then others, of course, from His Holiness Gyabjin Khenchen Jigme Phuntsol Rinpoche. His master is Thapten Chumpel, Thapga Yibjin Norwa, and then the master of Gyarkong Zhenga, and then is the Kumpal Khenpo Gonzang Palden, and then again from the Nyoshir Longtok, or so on like this way. So many different way the lineages comes to us. Anyway, this is the heart essence lineage, so is both of Buma Nyingtik and Pema Nyingtik is become one. The source is from Bimalamita and Pema Joni and Berochana or so on, but all is a gathering, dissolving in together, become one lineage through the of Longchenpa master. I mentioned you, Jigme Lingpa, so on. So these kind of Dzogpa Chenpo, we can, there's the beginning, the first, very beginning in Tibet, and the middle and the end, with division into 3 stages. So with beginning stages is this lineage from Guru Pamma Sambhava and those I mentioned you, and the reach in of the Longchenpa master, Longchen Ramchen master, and Kunchen Ronzom Mahapantata. These 2, Ronzom Mahapantata and Kunchen Longchen Ramchen master, these 2 is born in 14th century, comes in Tibet, region of Tsang. So it's very, these 3, the root lineage, the heart essence lineage, the main root lineage holders, very famous, learned, qualified achievement, one's life, Sangha life achievement, Mahasiddhi. This both of Ronzom Mahapantata and the Kunchen Longchen Ramchen the Pantata both. And that's the second edge. And then the third edge, the last edge, is in the 20th century around. So the Kunchen Mepham Jamso, Mepham Jamyang Namjir Jamso, or Mepham Rinpoche, and Jamyang Khenzi Wangpo. These 2 is the man of this very much important one, lineage, the Dzogpa Chenpo lineage transfer into, in Tibet in this century. And then, of course, the heart essence lineage is continuously, there's many others, like first Dortrup Chen Rinpoche, second Dortrup Chen Rinpoche, or so on. So many. Anyway, this lineage is very pure, very pure. There's no any faults, no any mistake, no any blocking. So the samayas or so on, totally is pure, the lineage from. So that's why it's a very powerful, very blissful, very helpful. Not only the reason, actually Dzogpa Chenpo, the great perfection, Dzogpa Chenpo has become more powerful. Because we will talk maybe coming, not everything talk here. We follow a little bit, so then coming maybe. Anyway, so let's we see now how they're going here in 19th, the verse, 19th, next one. At this time, when the darkness of 5 degenerations prevails, so this is usual, 5 degenerations, degenerate about life, degenerating about of the view, degenerating of delusion, degenerating about beings, sentient beings or the human beings, and degenerating about the time, means worse and worse. Compare when Buddha comes, and 2,600 years before and after is how difference, very different. It's very difficult. It's modern, especially modern this century, 20th and 21st century, and this earth and the human beings and this earth is very much, so the darkness here. That's when the darkness of the 5 degeneration prevails, because difficult to tame, difficult to help, difficult to support, difficult to teach, difficult to follow, so many distractions, so many obstacles. Everything, something is, so very difficult, reverse. But in this time now, was very early age is all the 9 first 8 vehicles, like Vinayana, external, internal of Bodhisattva Mahayana Sutra, like Hirayana, solitary Lejana, Mahayana is very successfully, it's very easily to support, benefit to so many sentient beings. When Shakyamuni Buddha appears in this earth, 2,600 years, so many hundreds and thousands, one Sangha become Arhat, achievement of 40 stereo, achievement or become enlightenment of Buddhahood or become of the Bodhisattva, so on, easily was. And then is the Tantra teachings, Kriya Tantra, Upatantra, Yoga Tantra, subsequent Tantra is very powerful, very useful, and the achievement, enlightenment, few lifetimes. And then it's worse and worse, less and less, and then Mahayoga Tantra, after thousands years of Buddha pass away, and then is Mahayoga Tantra is more powerful. And then this also gradually knows after 2,500 years later after, and then it's less the power, because that doesn't mean the problem from the teaching, but the people problem, It's worse and worse, the qualities, the followers. So therefore now this very darkness age now is this century, is that here is the Gyabje Khenchen Jigme Phuntsho Rinpoche is what talking here now, and what do introduce to us is Dzogpa Chenpo, the quality, the power is nowadays is more powerful. Most one powerful is the Dzogchen. That's the point. So this time, okay. So it is hard for the starlight, like the first 9 vehicles, like starlight of the high of the 8 levels, the yana we mentioned you, the 9 vehicle and the first 8. Last one is Adiyoga, the top of great perfection, great Dzogpa Chenpo, the last one. Exception, great perfection, Dzogpa Chenpo. And then is sense of Hirayana up to of the mother Tantra between there, or the compilation stage of Aniyoga Tantra between these. This is the starlight of the not enough strong the light like stars. So starlight of the 8 lower yanas. Lower means is compared to that the 9th, and then other 8 is lower. That's to say lower yanas. To banish 8, not easy, this dark edge of the people problems that the 5 degenerations comes, and very hard to taming. Not easy, so it's difficult, so lower yanas to banish 8. So now what we should do, the best one here, so shine the light of the Nyingtik son. Nyingtik means, as mentioned you, the heart essence, lineage, the great perfection, Dzogpa Chenpo, Boma Nyingtik, Pama Nyingtik, Khandro Nyingtik, and the union of all the gathering of this lineage means the great perfection, Dzogpa Chenpo, the ninth vehicle. So the Nyingtik son, like sun, compare. The other is like stars, the light of stars. First, the lower of 8 vehicles, the power, the view, the qualities is like benefit, is like a starlight. But this ninth vehicle, Dzogpa Chenpo's power, the qualities, benefit to sentient beings is like sun-like, radiant and brilliant. So as the Nyingtik sun, with its 100, not only one sun, so radiant, shining, and brilliant is hundreds of the solars gathering, like thousands, 100,000. The sun with its 100,000 arises, like this kind of powerful. As much become darkness, darkness edge, and then Dzogpa Chenpo is more and more strong, brilliant, or the shining radiance, more and more, Was not that much very beginning because not enough the dark edge, So like the candle light, the daytimes you can't see so much power, but it's more is deep, the night, the darkness, and then the light is become more and more brilliant, Something like Dzogpa Chenpo is nowadays more powerful. It's a depend of the capacity, situation. So anyway, that's why it says 100,000 rays, all drawn along better swiftly, very quickly, one single life. Dzogpa Chenpo practitioner, if capably both, the best one could become enlightenment, Buddha Dharmakaya in this life. From now until the last moment dissolution stage of death, you will be enlightenment, Buddha Dharmakaya. If not, the second best one, practitioners, you will be enlightenment, Buddha Sambhoga, with the Sambhogakaya, the intermediate state, part of reality after the death, yet not reborn, next rebirth between there is intermediate state, part of reality, Dharmata. If not, means you will be enlightenment in Sambhogakaya, Buddha Sambhogakaya enjoyment body in the part of Dharmata. If not, at least the last one, must be, will be enlightenment, Buddha Nirmanakaya, manifestation body, in the intermediate state, part of existent, part of becoming, manifestation to impure land, or will be enlightenment directly into the part of existent, so on. So no more, there's next rebirth. You don't need to reborn in samsara foolishly. There's no. This is because of the strong, this Dzogpa Chenpo's, the blessings, very much. So that's why it's very fast. Swept courage of the chariot of the three kind of the faith. But now here one important thing, maybe you feel, Dzogchen, that must be everybody pray Dzogpa Chenpo. Must be you teach always only Dzogchen. Why are you talking others? But here you need qualities. So 3 kind of faith. That is the main key, how you can enter into the path of great Dzogpa Chenpo. You can open the main gate of great perfection Dzogpa Chenpo or not. You need to update. Mentioned before, you have 4 keys, right? Entering into the path of Dharma means is a part of the Vinayana vow holders. You need to open the main gate, better what? Renunciation. Okay, and then you want to enter into the Mahayana, you need to second the key, the bodhicitta, compassion. And then if you want to enter into the path of Tantra, common Tantra, you need to find the 3rd key. Okay, pure perception. Otherwise cannot. Now the 4th, the last main gate, is a great perfection, Dzogpa Chenpo. The first 3 already, of course, you need. That's the fundamental, the basics. Renunciation, the compassion, and the pure perception. But you need to update one more. The last one, final update, okay? So finality update, which is the faith. This faith is, we say devotion, also sometimes a devotion. Here's a 3 faith. 3 faith, aspiration faith, clarity faith, and trusting faith. you should, means a clear faith means when you hear, when you know, when you feel, when you judge, when you listen something, when you understanding the narration and the historical something about the Dzogpa Chenpo, you feel very comfortable, enjoy, and very much is something you feel, you like, you interest. I mean, that is a little bit of sign start arising the clear faith. And then is on top, you want not only interesting, but you want something, may wish is possible to get this teaching, this lineage, this practice, this or instruction, so on the ground path, the result or so on, start arising deeply of our heart, and then starting the aspiration faith to that Dzogpa Chenpo lineage. And then not only these first two, and the trusting faith is the opposite of doubt. It's without any doubt, you 100% without any doubt, slackness without any doubt, just you believe 100%, what that is perfect, authentic refuge object, Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya. That is perfect, authentic final result without any doubt, or that is the perfect view, perfect path, perfect of the result without any doubt. 100% you feel, when you get, you want, you practice and listen, learning, meditate, practice, view, so on, without any doubt. So from the lineage, from the teacher, from the instructions, whatever, no matter what comes, what appearance, what going, but without any doubt. So that means it's a trusting faith. So these kind of three faith is when start comes from deeply from your heart. That is the sign could become very easily short, swiftly to benefit for you. So an example, when the Tibetan, the great Sanskrit translator Berojana, Dzogpa Chenpo Master, I mentioned Berojana is also Guru Rinpoche's heart disciple. So he visited in the Yarmo Tsawarong, in the region of east of Tibet, nearby of China, the border there. So there's one old man, very old, between 89 or 90 years, like this old, and then he cannot very standing without the stick, So he's standing on the stick, met Berojana first time, so means is the Dharma teacher he met. But his quality is totally these three faith: aspiration faith, the clear faith, and the trusting to the Berojana and this lineage, this Dzogpa Chenpo, without any thought. So Berojana, he understands he is a very special qualified of Dzogpa Chenpo. So without any preliminary practice, without any the first stages, just directly he introduced to point of realization his own mind nature of great perfection, the view of Dzogpa Chenpo. So he listening this introduced on standing on the lying on the wood stick, even cannot sitting very well, So on listening these few minutes or few short moments from Berojana, and then he become attainment state of enlightenment, of realization, the true nature, and this last the moments, is his age, So that means it's very short, very fast. So can be 1 second before is very ordinary, but just after 1 second minutes and become very enlightenment beings. So many happened these stories, as So therefore, anyway, as that is a very skillful, shortcut, and powerful. So, the shine the light of dawn along by the swift courage of the three kind of the faith. That's the main, the key. How to you connecting to that Dzogpa Chenpo practice, and now the next one, because now he's going to introduce to us, explain to us, description to us, leading us, guiding us in the path of the actual great perfection of Dzogpa Chenpo view, path, and result on the conduct. So this actual, the top of ninth we call Adi Yoga, can be briefly divided into there's actually, so of course there's 6,400,000 the mantra, the tantra of great Dzogpa Chenpo teachings from Garab Dorje, from the Vajrapani, from of the Vajrasattva, are sown continuously. And then it was Garab Dorje passed away, Paranirvana, and then by the Maitreya, Manjushri Maitreya, he compiled these 6,400,000 the Dzogpa Chenpo of mantras is divided into three series, outer Mand series, internal space series, and secret oral instruction series. And then the secret oral instruction series again divided into, there are another 4 circles from the Shirasangha. I mentioned you before, the Dzogpa Chenpo master Shirasangha. And then there's the 4 circles, means outer circle, inner circle, secret circle, and very secret circle. So outer circle like body-like, and eyeball-like inner circle, and the flesh heart-like is secret circle, and the whole body, full body-like of the very secret circle. So these whole body-like very secret, the circle divided into 2. Okay, 2. One is Katak Takchut, Dzogpa Chenpo Katak Takchut. One is Dzogpa Chenpo Hluntup Toggal. Today we used original language on English, Katak Takchut and Hluntup Toggal, because more, if you understand first this meaning, and then it's very powerful, the word. If you try going to translation, then little bit, means is Katak means primordial pure. Takchut means is cutting through. So means is Katak Takchut means is cutting through, the primordial pure of cutting through, like this. But anyway, Katak Takchut. And then there's the second one, Hluntup Toggal, Tibetan word Hluntup Toggal. In this you can, Hluntup means spontaneous. Toggal means live over. And then live over spontaneous, or spontaneous live over, like this, the Toggal. Anyway, so this is the top of this Adi Yoga. Dzogpa Chenpo's the teaching Katak Takchut and Hluntup Toggal. So Katak Takchut is a laziness, the laziness practitioners, the teaching Katak Takchut, and by diligence persons practice the Hluntup Toggal. So because the laziness, you see, there was I mentioned the old man. He relaxed the few minutes, it means I don't know, he is laziness, but no chance to effort, because his age is very, almost nearby 90 years old, so nearby there, so no chance to very effort to practice lots, but he become enlightenment when these moments, the Katak Takchut, this was, Hluntup Toggal, we would talk, but anyway, you need more effort. Even one single life, both can enlightenment, but one is more need effort, one is less effort. So the first one, now Katak Takchut, we're talking here, he going to introduce to us the first one, Katak Takchut. Katak Takchut. So the Katak Takchut from verse the 20th, 20th verse 20th. Let's we see. Whatever arises in a pure awareness, unaltered and unconfined, look into the mind that stands by itself, resting naturally. If you recognize the natural clarity, always empty and without origin, you will traverse at once the path and stages, and capture the fruition. So now let's visit the meaning. The Katak Takchut. This is the Katak Takchut, cutting through the primordial pure, teaching. Katak Takchut, Dzogpa Chenpo Katak Takchut. So here, say whatever arises. It's a very Vajra word. There's no something is special, particular, individually. They say whatever arises on your mind. Happy, unhappy. Positive emotion or negative emotion, like anger arises or compassion, or faith or attachment, jealousy or joy. No matter positive emotion, negative emotion, positive thought, negative thought, good thought, bad thought. No any, there's options, no any difference, just equality. So at this, whatever arises, in pure awareness, you should relax and rest on the state of the nature of your this perception, which is pure awareness. In a pure awareness, whatever arises, unaltered and unconfined, very different than the first 8 vehicles. For example, when arising like very ordinary people, like us, non-dharmic practitioners, not like us, we are practitioners, sorry. So as some non-dharmic practitioners, when arising very angry or very attachment, the object or desirable object appears, or undesirable object of enemies, what they do? They accept this. They adopting this, they're receiving this, and then fighting with angry and chasing attachment. That's worldly dharma. The 5 aspect of worldly dharma is the 4 is the receiving, and the opposite of 4 is the rejecting. Always try immediately if possible. That's worldly dharma, right? Worldly dharma. Now we are as the super modern way followers, is dharmic practitioners. So in dharmic practitioners, now Hinayana tradition, if you are, what they do? They're rejecting the anger, desire, attachment, object comes, immediately try, reject, and run away, far away, as much possible, close eyes, and block the ears, don't listen, something like this, try. That is like Hinayana traditions, what they're doing, okay? That's the way, the method, that's one. And then is Mahayana traditions, not part of greed, smaller beings and greed, middle beings, a part of greed beings followers, Mahayana, like have not only renunciation, but as a bodhicitta. So Mahayana. So Mahayana have more method. They know how to transfer, like first 7 negative actions from body, speech, can transfer into virtues. Can transfer into for collection merits, like Buddha Shakyamuni, historical, and the part of Bodhisattva, he killed the better compassionate Bodhisattva Bodhiman, he killed one person, right? You heard this story. Otherwise, he will kill other 500 people. So before kill other 500 people, he killed. So looks killing, you see. But this killing is become instead to collect it merits instead for 40 kalpas, collection merit. Why? Because this killing, this anger is transferred into very special virtues, because his motivation totally is compassion, totally bodhicitta, only want to benefit this person, bad person, and saving other 500 people's life, and saving the bad person to falling immediate next rebirth in the lower hell realm. And then he doesn't care himself, is without any hesitations. He killed. So this is just killing example, and then stealing possible, if you know, but don't ask me how to stealing. But so stealing, and then also, of course, the sexual misconduct also on this count also. If Bodhisattva, they can marriage, right, the family holding, and they can enlightenment, so on, because they have the special method of the motivation, wisdom and the motivation. So anyway, they're not rejecting immediately like a Hinayana, Hinayana tradition like, but they need to try transfer into the path with the method of greed, method, compassion, bodhicitta, pure motivation, and perfect wisdom of emptiness, recognition, selfless phenomena. That is. And then is Tantra practitioners, not only Sutra Mahayana of Tantric practitioners, not rejecting, not even try to transfer into a path of liberation, but they has to be used enjoy like peacock, as to eating the poisons directly. No need to change, no need to throw away, but they like, they enjoy, but very nutritious for the peacock, So tantric practitioners, there has to be used like 5 pleasures object, the attachment object, so on. That's tantra, right? So now, tantra, there's common tantra and the special of great perfection, Zopa Chenpo tantra here. So now we're talking Zopa Chenpo. What to do when they happened? They're rejecting? No. And then is they accept like ordinary people, like normal, worldly, non-dharmic practitioner, like they accept this? No. No rejecting, no accept. And then they try to transfer? No. And then there has to be directly used like the peacock to pick of the poisons like this? No. Then what should do? Okay, let's we see. Here, now, okay. So here they say, whatever arises, okay, in pure awareness, unaltered, you see here, unaltered, if you're going to rejecting, that is not correct. If you accept, also, of course, wrong. So just leave it alone. Nature, unaltered and unconfined. Just rest, relax, just relaxed your mind, your view, your perception, your thought, and just relaxed on the state of its nature of maybe anger, maybe desire, maybe jealousy, or maybe compassion, maybe loving kindness, whatever they already say, whatever arises. In pure awareness means is a nature, the self-awareness, the nature on there, and the state, they are unaltered, uncontracted, and unaltered and unconfined. Look, what should you do then? If unaltered, unconfined, then what should you do? He said, look into the mind. That still by itself. It means nature itself, just relaxed and rest and placed on the of state. Keep alone the nature of your mind, the nature of your desire, the nature of your anger, nature of attachment, nature of jealousy, nature of compassion, nature the thoughts of kindness, nature of the thought of bodhicitta, no matter whatever mentioned you before arises. Okay? As stills by itself. No rejecting, no accept. Just relaxed on the nature. Also, if no rejecting, no accept means then is you just focus on it? No. If you focus on it, then coming is one options. Maybe rejecting, maybe accept. You cannot relax it on there. You lost. So here is rest on the nature, not rest on the appearances of your thought. Very different, right? Make sense? Okay. So by itself. So now, and the resting, then is resting naturally. No pushing, no pulling, no effort, no laziness, just this self-mindfulness, self-recognition, self-relaxation, self-liberating, the Zopa Chenpo words, these are all this. So resting naturally. Then what happened? If you can resting on naturally like this state, and then gradually, if you recognize not only resting on the nature experiencing part, you will be recognize the natural clarity. There's 2 qualities, aspect, emptiness, unborn nature, primordial pure nature empty, and primordial pure of the luminosity or luminescence or clarity. So it's when you're realizing the natural clarity, that's your one's own mind nature of clarity when you're realizing. And when you're realizing, always empty, your mind nature or the nature of the clarity, always inseparability, always empty and without origin. Means it's no ground, no path, no result, beyond to your view, beyond to the to the ground, path, and the result. This is Dzogpa Chenpo. Why was the Manjushri Matriya Indian master scholar Pantata, why beginning he go to debate to the Garab Dorje? Because Garab Dorje talk like this way. And then he was very upset. So that's not Buddha Dharma. Buddha Dharma must be followed the law of cause and effect, as to follow through the view, path, ground, stages, and finally attainment, resultant. But you talk is beyond ground, path, result. You talk no rejecting, no accept, so on, just relaxed, rest. Looks like laziness person, carelessness person like. So how could be Ken Dharma? So he beginning going to debate. Finally, he understand. He very much interested and then become his student, I mentioned you already, the main lineage holders become. So anyway, so that's why here, okay, naturally, okay, I was empty and without origin. But gradually you will be recognized. One's own your own mind nature is, you recognize, realized nature clarity. Ours, this means it doesn't mean nature clarity is established inherently, exactly something existent inherently is wrong, because it's always empty and without origin. So that's unconceivable object actually. That is beyond of perception, beyond of speech, beyond of ordinary thought. So this, there's a non-thought, non-thought, yes, there's a inconceivable object, this an unexperiencable object, this reality nature. But still you can recognize by your self-mindfulness, by the power of your self-wisdom, self-awareness, so self-metadom concentration. This all Dzogpa Chenpo word here. So without origin, you will traverse. See now, this traveler, you are traverse at once the path and stages. There no path, no stages. Usually part of accumulation, part of preparation, part of seeing, part of meditation, part of normal learning. And then part of accumulation, again, smaller part of accumulation, middle part of accumulation, greed part of accumulation, and the preparation also is, there's four aspects of, and then the part of seeing, the first ground, the second ground, third, fourth, and ninth ground, and 10th bhumi. So many stages, you see, from the other, the subsequent class, the lower class, the lower vehicles of the first 8 vehicles have many different path stages, many different stages. But the last one, ninth vehicle is beyond to the path, beyond to the of the stages. So therefore, you will traverse at once the path and stages. That's enough? No. Now you must be remaining on this recognition, on this realization, on these experiencings, day, night, walking time, talking time, sleeping time, eating time, if possible, and especially during the meditation practice or so on, and capture the fruition. So now from this one verse, the view, Dzogpa Chenpo view, Dzogpa Chenpo meditation, Dzogpa Chenpo conduct, Dzogpa Chenpo fruits. From this 20th verse, where is the Dzogpa Chenpo view? Can you see? Whatever arises in pure awareness, that is Dzogpa Chenpo view. Right? And then what is the meditation of your Dzogpa Chenpo? Here, unaltered and unconfined. Look into the mind that stills by itself. That's the meditation, Dzogpa Chenpo meditation. Okay, now what is the contact action of Dzogpa Chenpo? Reciting or the stairs, that's the meditation, reciting naturally. The contact is now, if you recognize the natural clarity, always empty and without origin, that is Dzogpa Chenpo contact. Okay? So now if you go on this, you will, or contact is a state, this is state view, part of the view. And meditation, part of meditation, the empty and without origin. And then what is the contact is you will traverse at one and path and stages. That's the contact, Dzogpa Chenpo. Contact, action, no rejection, no adopting, just rest. Whatever comes on there is with this recognition, with this relaxation, with this restness, self-awareness, self-resting, self-mindfulness, self-liberation, self-recognition, self-sitting, we can say, Dzogpa Chenpo word, like this way. That's your contact. And then what happened? The result, finally, Tawa, Gomba, Chopin, Diu, view, meditation, contact, Tawa, Gomba, or Tawa, Gomba, Gomba, and the result. The result is here, and capture the fruition. That's the result, fruition, finally. So now what difference between fruition and the view part? Same. One nature, only different aspect. That's why Dzogpa Chenpo beyond to the path, beyond to the cause and the effect, beyond to the effort even. Say effortless. Dzogpa Chenpo practice is, so therefore if you are effortless practitioners, do it. Practice, so effortless practice, katak texture. So, right? If you are laziness, and then do it practice, you don't need the effort. Just relaxed, rest on the state, on the nature. Fruition. Okay, anyway, that's the fruition. All right. That's the katak texture anyway, in briefly. So, and then katak texture, katak is the view, actually in Tibetan word, katak, the primordial pure. Whatever arising on your mind, you should relax on the nature state of primordial pure. That's katak. And then is katak, texture is the path. So how you enter into the path, you training on katak texture, the Dzogpa Chenpo is texture, tak, short tak. That's a tak. Everything, whatever comes on your mind, no rejecting, no accept, no doubt, no judge. Yeah, just relaxed, rest. Everything's on the resting on the mind nature. Everything's appearances, pure nirvana, impure of samsara is only displaying by mind nature. So mind nature itself is, as I mentioned you, is always empty and without origin. And luminosity, essential is as luminosity, luminescence, luminosity. So just straight, rest, relaxed on there. That's a texture, cutting. Cutting through means cutting through the root, cutting through the root of ignorance. If you don't like these trees, big shadow for you, it's too not good or danger falling, and then try to cut the root. Don't try to cutting the branches, because again and again the branches, it's blossoming. So it's cutting the root. But our practice generally is that below of the 8 vehicles, they're going to cutting the branches, the leaves, or some, they doesn't like these trees, so therefore. But the root is always there. But Dzogpa Chenpo, they not care about the branches, the leaves, flower, just cutting the root. And then all is become dry. Make sense? All right. Anyway, so however, that's means textured, katak textured, cutting through. And then if you do this practice, katak is the view, textured is the path, and what is the result finally is in this single life possibilities, you will be enlightenment, rainbow light. Your body fully explodes to or dissolving into rainbow light. Okay, not rainbow body, and say rainbow light is a little bit different, but we'll talk a little bit. Generally for you same, but it's a little bit different aspect, Some say it's an enlightenment into rainbow light. Okay. Was Khenpo Achu. Did you hear this story? Tibetan about one monk, fully ordained monk, Khenpo Achu. He passed away in 1998, I think, in Lamorong region of Kham. He come pilgrimage into India to meet second Döngyom Rinpoche, Gyabje Döngyom Rinpoche, Nyingma Master Döngyom Rinpoche. And he received great perfection with Dzogpa Chenpo, this lineage teaching introduced to Mount Nature from Gyabje Döngyom Rinpoche, Döngyom Jigta Yeshi Dorje. And then he went back in Tibet, and the rest life is retreat in Lemorong place. And with, of course, the student in retreat kept under the wooden house. So anyway, he says, please don't touch my body for only 7 days. He passed away in something around the hour of 80 years old. And then every day his body becomes smaller, because he passed away with the meditation posture, wearing the 3 monastic robes, orange monastic robes. And he's on the sitting or the meditation or the bedroom. And every day, and the 7th day, the last day, 7th day, the orange monastic robe is become flat, because his whole body is melting, dissolving into light. Here we're talking the rainbow light, enlightenment and rainbow light. Usually is most of 80-90% even fully become rainbow light, but can leave behind the nails and the hairs. But this master, Khenpo, actually, he doesn't leave even the nails and the hairs. So therefore, those disciples, very hard to show people proofs, nothing left. 1 week disappeared totally. So Khenpo Achu. So this is the textured, Kathak textured practitioners. Final result, not necessarily everyone become like this rainbow light, but that's one special sign. Special sign is happened. So anyway, that is in the fruition, whatever the Kathak texture. All right. Senjalu Duntrans Tangba. The body is explodes into light of atoms, we say, the Kathak texture. So now we will see the effort one, the diligence one, practice Dzogpa Chenpo, Phentop Toggal. Let's we see what the next one, 21st one, the 22nd. While living things just as they are, if through the red posture and gazes, you experience naturally manifesting space and light spheres as pure awareness, then dualistic perception, samsara's darkness will disappear in all pervading space. And perfecting the 4 visions, you will achieve a body of light, the great transference. 1 verse, that is the point explanations about the Phentop Toggal, Dzogpa Chenpo, the great perfection of spontaneous, leftover of spontaneous, by diligence practitioners. Why need to diligence? We see less. While living things just as they are. So living things, sometimes translation, the another translation I saw, they say sitting, I think, sitting. Yeah, just, sitting, rest, same meaning, living things or sitting. Yes, sitting, resting, something, sitting, yeah, sitting. So while living things just as they are, means is now this part we need to understanding depend to your body, depend to your no, this way, not good this way. We can say the view, the meditation, the conduct, and the result is here while living things just as they are. Just as they are, the nature, it's what is going. Anyway, and this is diligence practitioners. Your view, the view freely resting mountain. Meditation freely resting ocean. Contact freely resting on appearances. Result freely resting awareness. Okay, that's 4. This meaning here, while living things just as they are. So means is he or she view, the Dzogpa Chenpo view, unborn nature emptiness and essential, especially the luminosity, the clarity. Just one-pointedly focus on there without any other distractions, like mountain-like. That's why we say as a freely resting, the view freely resting mountain, like mountain-like, very stable, no moving. Hour and hour, day, week, month, you need to effort, lots, okay? And the view, that's one meaning. And then is your meditation, is you freely, the meditation, freely resting ocean. Ocean, many whips, but no matter how much different, high, low, strong the whips, but it's one test of the moisture, the liquid, is means the humidity, ocean, the one test, same test. And only the top roof is moving, but as the bottom is always stable and clean and clear, the ocean. Only the wave is disappearing from of the ocean. So there's no difference, So therefore your meditation just, relaxed, rest on the state of nature, but not chasing to the distraction, whatever are resting on your mind. Because don't worry, no need rejecting, no need accept, because that is just a whip of the ocean. It's never separated to the ocean. Same like this, So that is the one. And the third one is the contact. The contact freely resting appearances. Freely appearances means contact is whatever appearances, good or bad, pure or impure, I mentioned you. Just again is do not try rejecting, do not accept it, but one-pointedly and relaxed on the state of the appearances of the toggle. They have many tigles, the light, the rainbows comes apparent of unformed of your eyeballs. You can see something. This we will let it talk if they have enough time. Then just rest on there. Yeah. And then what is the final result is comes to you is resting on the other the result is freely resting on the resting awareness. Awareness means is opposite of ignorant, opposite of dullness, opposite of fogginess, opposite of sinkiness, opposite of confusion, means wisdom. This wisdom is self-awareness. This wisdom means primordial, pure wisdom, awareness. So therefore, you should aware. Do not distract your mind. Do not jumping. Do not chasing about the concepts. Just rest one-pointedly on the of nature, mindfulness. This mindfulness means self-awareness with mindfulness. So this is one meaning here is while living things just as they are. That's one. And then another meaning also can be your body during the meditation times, what positions your maybe. There's three options, Toggle practitioners. One is the Sambhogakaya posture, the Dharmakaya posture, Sambhogakaya posture, and Nirmanakaya posture. The three options sitting. You have to, during the while, week, month, year, or hour, when you meditate, keep this position. The posture you cannot change. You need to effort, You see the diligence practice. So that's like mountain-like, mountain-like as resting. That's one, your body. At the same time, simultaneously, your eyeballs, guys, on upon the object of your meditation, the toggle tigle, the sphere light, rainbow light, what is coming, we talk. So when resting directly on your faculties, now you need to focus one-pointedly on there, not chasing the jumping of the object things. You just relax on there, one-pointedly rest on there. Yeah. So this means ocean. relaxed or one pointedly rest on ocean. Ocean is this ocean is not the real ocean. Now your eyeball is like ocean because a water ball. This is a water ball, like ocean, you know. So these eyeballs, guys, on there. That's one. And then is the third resting is your mind awareness, same like before, but you should not forget, you should not lose the nature of unborn Dharma sphere, mentioned before, always empty and without origin, and essential is as luminosity, the wisdom. So that's awareness. So this is another, the point here is the meaning. So while living things just as they are, okay, that's Vajra word. So that's why meaning very deep. However, then here further, while living things just as they are, if through the red postures. Now, what is the red posture? There are three options I mentioned you, because it depends on three kayas, seat. If Dharmakaya seat, and then the red posture is sitting like the not fully cross of leg seat, but opening cross leg seat like this, how we are sitting now. And then these fingers like the punch like this, make. And this is placed in the ground between of your hip and the legs in the ground, not outside, inside in the ground touching. This we said they gave the Dharmakaya seat of lions sitting, the animal lions, you know. So lion sitting, there's a posture. Dharmakaya posture is lion sitting, lion seat posture. That is the red posture, okay? Dharmakaya. And then if Sambhogakaya seat is elephant sleeping, means is like elephant like, means is you need two nails touching in the ground, feel together and touching bend, and the legs and the nails ground touching, and the two elbows touching ground, and here, like this. That is your red posture. Week, month, hours. Need effort, okay? The diligence practice. Okay, that is a Sambhogakaya seat. Okay. And then the last one, the third seat, Nirmanakaya seat, manifestation. Nirmanakaya seat is say sages seat. Sages, the Indian, those Sadhu Baba, you know, the sages seat, say squatting seat. Squatting seat means is you touching your feet in the ground and feel together. You are the knees together and hug, or the holding of the two arms. Hug, yes, hug, right? Like this. Or this is we say sages seat. Okay, sages seat means that this seat is the Nirmanakaya posture. Sages seat is as a Nirmanakaya posture. That's another option. So now that is the here what they say the red, through the red posture. There are three options for you. So red postures, and here the red gazes. Red gaze means is you're not free where you want to look. Everything's no. You must be followed, depend on your posture. If your posture is a lion sitting posture like Dharmakaya seat, then your eyeballs guys on the upward, straight and the space. Like this, looking on the, watching or guys on the of the tigle is on there. That's Dharmakaya seat. Week, month, year meditation, hour. And then the second one, the the elephant, like of the enjoyment seat, Sambhogakaya seat, and then your eyeballs, guys, sad way. Two options, left way direction or the sad direction, or this. But this is not only freely, it depends to the light, the sun, the moon, or the candle light, butter lamp, or something need many conditions, depend where is the, But anyway, the sad way to looking. Okay, that's the red, guys. And then if your seat is the sage's seat, the Nirmanakaya seat posture, and then is your eyeballs, guys, on the downward. Yeah, downward means they're downward. Little bit on the round space of your nostrils, like karma betting meditation, usually similar. Not upward, not sideways, but it's just a little bit downward. So this is the point here. We're talking here, this says the red postures and red gazes. So now what is it? Okay, now we go a little bit next. And you experience naturally manifesting space and light spheres, pure awareness. These three, actually 6 light, 6 lamps. Dzogpa Chenpo, we say, traditions, 6 light or six lamp, butter lamp, counter light, like so light means lamp means 6 lamp, inner 3, and the outer externally, and the outer appearance as 3 lamp, inner of 3 lamps. So inner 3 means is the lamp of flesh heart. That's our heart. And then is another one is the lamp of the lamp of wet smooth channel. This connected from heart to your eyeballs. Some very secret pure channels, 2 channels from heart and separate to reach of your eye faculties. That's, and then is the third inner channel, the inner light is the lamp, is we say, Yangjak Chudoma Tibetan. Yangjak far reaching lasso water lamp. Funny. Anyway, means is because from your heart and from there's very distant, far, but still you can see the reflection of your mind, nature, clarity, apparent in front of your eyeballs, the eye faculties, and here appears the light, the rainbow light. This is not normal rainbow from outside. This is not dependent to the weather, temperature. This is only the reflection of internal of the nature of luminosity, clarity, essence, reflection, displaying by the nature, by this posture, by this so many the conditions, and then finally arresting. For so as how can arresting is the conditions, these kind of the far lasso, the rope, like and far reaching from here and here. There is a far reaching like lasso, water lamp. We say lamp, water lamp. Usually it's a butter lamp, but this is not butter lamp. It's a water lamp, water lamp. Because it's this our eyeballs, and there's some very liquid, the pure water, the power to the eye faculties. How can reflection about arresting and their power? So these 3 is inner lamp, and then external 3. This is here directly on this word. We can find the outer 3 lamps here. You experience naturally manifesting space. That's the one light. We say pure space, the light of pure space. That is one here. Manifesting space means is your eyeballs you can see in the sky, not normal sky. Very blue sky appears. Autumn, very early morning, like naturally. This is not from outside, actually. The reflection of your nature dharma sphere, but looks like externally, like peacock's feather, like very the blue something is that's the one lamp as manifesting the pure space. And then here there's light sphere. Light sphere is like the peacock, peacock feather like it's a multicolor, green, blue, yellow, water, but a circle, one full circle light, like when we drop water in the pool, and then there's many waves, one after another circle waves comes, small, tiny, like this. It's arising on this pure sky, mentioned before, the sapphire light, the pure sapphire light lamp, arranging their second fold, like peacock feather like. That means it's light spheres. That's one light among the six. And the last one, now third or the sixth one is, she has a pure awareness. Pure awareness means is the lamp of what? Shirab Rangshungudoma. Lamp of self-awareness, we can say maybe, yeah, Shirab Rangshungudoma, self-awareness. So this self-awareness means is very beginning you can see jumpiness, some like, how say, tiny rainbow light, but not only one pills, 2, 3, 4, 5, like mala, rosary, like something is the light, is tiny is jumping there and here, not easy to chasing, not to focus. If you try to focus there, they're jumping there. Focus there, they jump on there like this, beginning. But you need to control this jumpiness light must be in the of this space, like the green, the sky blue and the sapphire light, three fields together. One pointedly, not easy, but I mention you this way, or that way, or that way, or this way. The three options, right? The seat posture. So, very beginning, very wavering, jumpiness, but then slowly can be calmness dawn. Then relaxed, then rest, then can focus. This threefold, this is. Okay? And that's the, anyway, is the point here. Light and pure awareness. Then what going is here, dualistic, the perception, samsara, darkness, will disappear in all pervading space. So this means is here, the just last line, and perfecting the four visions. Now is the four visions. What is the four visions? First, the four visions, the visionary revolution dharmata, first one, the direct perception on the true nature, the reflection of this dharma sphere, dharmata apparent in front of you. So that means is the visionary direct perception on the of the appearance, direct object appearance of the dharmata. That's one, the first visions. That's why I mentioned you, the threefold. And then do meditate a week, month, and this progress increasing, bigger and bigger and bigger, more clear, more stable. What do you see? The rainbow light, the sapphire light, and then increasing. This is a sense of this small, tiny, and the bigger like cup, and then more bigger, and then it's like cover the horse, and then mountains, and then everything's finally become. So, and then it start arising is the deity, Sambhogakaya's body, wearing ornament, 32 major meg with 80 minor megs, clearly like mandala of Thangka picture like, means is the rainbow light is apparent fully. So since this beginning, the light and up to full of the mandala deity appearance between there is, we can say, the second, the visionary of increasing experience. That's, and then the third visionary, the third vision. The third visionary is we can say visionary of resolating of insight. Resolating insight means is already enough completely achievement, the progress about fully of this one-pointed recognition, the three spheres. The light is become completely of fully everything. What do you see? There's no samsara. No mountain, no river, no moon, sun. Only is like mandala of the deity. Pure land means pure land. That's not meditation, just pure arising by this technique, by this method, by this tradition, by these blessings on your space, but that's not on there. That is the disciplining your mind nature quality. It's like the 100 deities, like, so arising there. In the Pardo, intermediate state, Pardo reality also naturally comes 100 deities. Same the point. Here is a meditate, not Pardo, but it's we stay alive, but we meditation and then appearances and form you fully. So that's the third stage, complete. There's no more increasing, no developing anymore. That's ended completely. That means is the visionary of resolating, the resolating of what's it? Or the special insight. And then last one, the fourth vision. So the visionary of exhaustion into Dharma sphere or Dharmata means this everything's of, because I'm pure perception transformed into totally become pure, now pure land. So this pure perception dissolving the object, subject, active is of everything, three spheres of the pure perception, finally dissolving into the external appearances, aspect dissolving into the internal, your true nature of Dharma sphere. Dissolving, exhausting into Dharmata. We said that's the fourth visionary. The Toggal practitioners can come. So perfecting here the four visions, you will achieve. What is it? Finally, you will achieve the body of light. Here, I think we can describe the two aspects. You will achieve body of light, and I like to say, and you will achieve the body of great transference. I think this is better than just together say body of light, the great transference. Because why? I mention you, like the Garb Dorje, Shirasangha, Janastra. These three, the Garb Dorje, Jamper Shinyin, the Garb Dorje, Manjushri Matriya, Shirasangha, and Janastra. These four Dzogpa Chenpo master become the body of light. Not great transference, okay, become light, I mentioned it before. Then Kurupamma Sambhava, Bimalamita, I mentioned you, and so many others, the body become of great transference. Great transference become rainbow body, not light. Not dissolving into light, but fully become rainbow body. So this is achievement, immortality of life. Thousands years. So Guru Rinpoche still, and Bimalamita still. So that means is the great transference. Great transference. Anyway, these both, body of light and body become great transference, is thus the result of this diligence practitioner with a Toggal live over the spontaneous live over the diligence practitioners, the result. But the final, the great sign, but not necessarily have to everyone is the result to become in this. No, even if there's so many different signs, as possibilities. The two textured practitioners result sign and the sign of the Toggal practitioners, so on. Anyway, so this is the diligence practitioners, practice. But even one Sangha left, both. Best in this life enlightenment, second best in the Bardo reality, and least immediate next rebirth. There's no more next life ordinary. So become enlightenment. So this is, anyway, these last two, textured Toggal, both are Ati Yoga. Great perfection, Dzogpa Chenpo Ati Yoga, the 9 vehicles, view, meditation, ground, result, or so on. But this Vajra word, the deep, vast, we can't enough time to explain, but that's enough moments going this way. All right. So now we gone the virtues of man part. So now he going to explanation the virtues of the end, the conclusion stage. Virtues of the end. These are again we division into the 3 stages. One, first, the 22nd, he explains about this, how he was composed, Let's we see. What I have said here, this plan talk, the arranged in the verses is my heart advice. Jigme Phuntsho Rinpoche's heart advice. Through it lacks the poetic turns of phrase that might delight the intellectuals, but he doesn't care. As a spontaneously unaltered outpouring from the depth of my mind, what comes? Because mind treasure, because Manjushri's blessing, because his one-pointedness equipoise meditation on the true nature of Kathak Dzogpa Chenpo. So therefore is found this heart treasure text comes, these drops of my heart. So therefore it's my mind. It is the preferred still of the Vidyadharas of the early translation, means is Nyingma tradition. The old translation tradition is so many they're coming suddenly. The mind treasures like Mapam Rinpoche, Longchenpa, Longzom Mahapandita, the Jang Chenzi Wangpo, Jigme Lingpa, or so many. There's no need effort to compose about the text, week, month, year, and delete again and check this book, that book. No, just suddenly comes naturally about this advice, or then comes the mind treasure. So that's why he says also that's the system of early translation. He is especially this lineage holder of the great discovery treasure, because he is the reincarnation of the great discovery master of Terton Lirab Lingpa, Nyala Sojiro. So, all right. And then the last verse, 23rd, is dedication. He's this complete of this text. So go and dedicate this virtue. So through the merit of this, may all beings, without exception, gain perfect sovereignty over the kingdom of the four kayas: Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya, and the Sivibhavika. So we have no time to these three kayas, explain four kayas, but it's enough. So, and may I to never be separated even for a moment from the fortitude of a Manjushri. Fortitude means the hero, hero Manjushri, of very courage, confidence, highest courage, confidence. So that means it's the fortitude of Manjushri. Why is Manjushri is fortitude, but we have no time, So, but anyway, Manjushri, yes, anyways, enough. So Manjushri, so very beginning, here homage, aspiration with Manjushri, the end, dedication also with Manjushri. So there's so many reasons, many meaning, because I mentioned you very beginning, so maybe you can understand why the end also Manjushri. So Manjushri, especially this mantra treasure from this blessing. So every youth, the ever youthful, Manjushri is beyond of the death. He achievement, the immortality, or he attainment of the controlling the over of the death, live of the over of death. So that's what's youthful. But many reasons. Dzogpa Chenpo is more deep the meanings than this, the youthful, but it's enough today. We're going this way. And then is the colophon, the last moment here. This was composed spontaneously, you see, spontaneously in China. At the solitary place of Wutiashan, that's China's the language. Wutiashan means is the five-peaked mountain. On the peak upon the which the supreme deity, the youthful Manjushri mentioned you already, the trend the will of the profound and vast Dharma for tens of thousands of Bodhisattva. This place, holy place, was, as mentioned you very early beginning, we pilgrimage, there's around 10,000 Tibetan peoples with him. In 1988, I think, 88. So I also was with him, follow him into this Wutiashan. So that time China is scared government. so many helicopters every day because thousands Tibetans suddenly come in Wutashan. Maybe first time they never see Tibetan together many. And then many, the army soldiers, they walk, tens, hundreds together every day and go this way. Finally, we plan to 100 days retreat there, 10,000 gather, but no allow from the government to say you have to go. So finally, few people with the master and retreated there, but we left. Only we 2 weeks, stay there. Anyway, that time he composed this text, the treasure text from heart, right? Okay, so of was the Dharma for tens of thousands of Bodhisattva. Okay, so his the Gyabje Khenchen Jigme Phuntsok Rinpoche's name, some special the poetic name is Be Ngawang Lodu Chomet. So other name is in Khenchen, means Jigme Phuntsok. And we calling it Yibjin Norpo. Yibjin Norpo means it's a wish fulfilling jewel. So all this area in Tibet, in Golok, and not in Golok, when they come, Wutsang, anywhere in Larong, all this area of who knows Jigme Phuntsok, they used as two names, as Yibjin Norpo. Lama Yibjin Norpo. So Guru Yibjin Norpo. So, but you don't know maybe Yibjin Norpo who's, so say Jigme Phuntsok, okay? That's Khenchen Jigme Phuntsok. Who said dawn? Said at dawn, in 23 minutes, all that comes to the mind, right? So this teaching, we talk 2 days, right? For 8 hours, but still not enough time to explain, right? So he composed, this is just 23 minutes. All that comes to naturally, spontaneously, mentioned already, no uncontracted, not any uncontracted, so to mind. May it be virtues of the beginning, may it be virtues of meantime, may it be virtues of the end. All right. So we're going to dedication prayer. Time is on. Ding! So, Son de Tamche Sipanye, Tomni, Nibi, Drana, Panche. Shirga Nanche Parlo Trukpa Sebi and Sole Droa Droa Shun Deda Dusan Derwa Geta Chene Samba Major Semche Tamche La Sanje Tobi Jungo Jumper Power Chetar Kemba Da Gunda Sambo Dea Devshe Deda Gunji Jesus Andalo Gewa de da tamje ramde tu se shambe yarwa tamje ji ngo kala chode ngabandi Dage ge zawa ande ko ja zambo shushe ramde yango kunza dorje chanche manche ni chenche zawe lama yanche ni Droya donde mola canta pa de da tamche da je andre pa sho shewa ya kondo yanda lama Dharme chunji pirla lom sada lam yonde rabzoni dorje changa gompa anyertho sho. All right, that's all. Thank you very much, everybody, to joining us, and thank you and invite me to your the precious this holy place.